I just wanted to apologise. There's been a lot of fantastic talks about mental and physical health and some great charities. I'm just going to come up here and talk at you about wizards. So let's go. I'm a writer, and I always think about why and how we tell stories. I like to imagine early Homo sapiens sitting around campfires telling their kids stories about the lions in the woods. I like to imagine the kids that took these stories to heart wouldn't get eaten as often and would therefore pass their genes on to the next generation, because not being dead is a very desirable trait to have in a partner. I started thinking about modern stories and what are we teaching ourselves by telling them to each other. I took a look at Harry Potter and I found several moral foibles, one of which I'm going to detail for you. So let's take a look at Voldemort's plan. Big bad evil Voldemort. Step 1, he wants to overtake the wizarding community of Harry Potter, which geeks on the internet tell me consists of about 10,000 witches and wizards. Step 2, he wants to kill and or enslave all the muggles. And step 3 is a bit vague. He doesn't really detail his retirement plans within the book. Here's the thing though. I'm convinced that if he ever attempted it, it would be the best possible thing for muggles. Why? Well, there's no chance that he could ever win in a straight up fight. There are 10,000 witches and wizards. They can kill with a word. That's nice. We can kill from miles away by pressing a button. We are so good at killing things, we've wiped out other species accidentally. What else have we done? Well, we have built cars and cities. We have learned how to harness the power of the sun to power those things. We have sent man to the moon, cured diseases, all while strictly adhering to our laws of physics. Wizards have no such hurdles to overcome, and yet they are so less advanced than us. What have they got? Well, we know within the story that they can multiply food by a factor of 3. Imagine what we could do if we could take food and triple it. World hunger, sorted, not a problem. They can cure diseases with the flick of the wrist. We, however, 600,000 muggles a year die from the flu. They can teleport. If we had that, we wouldn't have to over-rely on fossil fuels. People are dying because wizards aren't sharing these magical gifts. So, it comes down to a question of ethics. If you can save someone's life, but you don't, is that the same as killing them? They give plenty of reasons within the book, but none of them are that good. We come into an interesting moral quandary. You've all heard of the trolley dilemma. It's an expression of utilitarian philosophy popularized by Immanuel Kant or John Stuart Mill, best summarized by Spock in Star Trek. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The trolley dilemma is as such. You're on a railway track, there's a group of 5 people in front of you, or there's a group of 1 person. You have time to flip a switch, sending the train one way or another. Obviously, it's for the best that the one guy dies. But the fiction as presented in Harry Potter presents us with an interesting dilemma. It's better for everyone if Voldemort's plan works, because then we get a chance to be exposed to and apply the scientific principle to magic. More people would therefore survive. I've overtaken my slides, but in a second, you will see that I have created a beautiful illustration of this exact topic. Let's give it a second. I've really gone for it on the overtaking it. Sing a song. Da, 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 da. Thank you. There, here it is. Beautifully drawn. And as we can see, the number of deaths caused by wizard neglect actually goes down if Harry dies. It's a good thing. Does any of this matter? Absolutely not. Have I completely overthought Harry Potter? Yes, totally. J.K. Rowling didn't intend this. I still love the books, but there is one interesting takeaway here. Because our world and our species are growing ever more complex. The world we live in is far more complicated than it used to be. The lions in the woods are bigger and scarier. For the first time in our history as a species, we have the capacity to commit mass suicide. We need to be thinking more and more about the stories that we're telling our children, because they need to be best equipped to navigate interesting ethical and moral quandaries. So maybe let's pay a bit more attention to what we're telling them, because they need to be making the best decisions for all of us. Live long and prosper.